Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my August wrap up for you. Alright, so today we're talking all about the things I read in the month of August, so let's go ahead and just dive right in. Alright, so first up I finished off Ice Behavior. This was just really sweet and so much fun because it's two characters that met through a mutual friend and one of them needed a date to his ex's wedding. So he decided to scandalize his entire family plus his ex's entire family by bringing a man with him. And it was them falling in love little by little and then all at once and then having to go through this whole thing. Well, we can't be together because, you know, we'll be apart for this time. We don't even live in the same city half the year. So it was just really sweet and a little bit heartbreaking and so much fun. This got 4 stars and I'm really looking forward to diving into the next book. Next up I read Lost in Amber. This is book 4 in the Relic series. This was so much fun. It's following Yu, who is a Yu Tyrannus shifter. It's also following Lance, who is a smaller raptor shifter, and they had met like 100 years ago and like suddenly they're thrown back together because of after the same amber specimen and they just like to cause chaos. And it's really funny and this one had me giggling more than once because there are so many interesting characters and we got to see more of a character in a another fossil hunting group full of dinosaur shifters that we met in the last book just briefly, and they were so much fun and getting to see just like how this whole world keeps expanding. This one got 4 to 5 stars and I would highly recommend this series. It's so much fun. Next up I read the Relic holiday short story. This was really fun. This was basically just all of our favorite dinosaur shifters causing chaos at a holiday event, and I loved it to pieces. This got a solid 4 to 5 stars. Next up I finished my reread of Yagi the Bookshop Goat. This was just really sweet and cute. I love that Yagi just wanted to work in a bookstore and help people find the books that they would love, and it was just really sweet. This one actually stayed at a 4.5 out of 5 stars for me. This was really sweet and it's one I would highly recommend for those over 18. Next up I finished Barbarian. This is book 3 in the Jericho's Boys series. This one I ended up having mixed feelings on. Most of them were good though. So this one felt a little bit like the action subplot or like the B plot got pushed really far to the background for a good more than 50% of the book, maybe 75% of the book. And it felt like a lot of not much was happening beyond the realization that these two characters were in a relationship and then that relationship developing very, very quickly within, I don't know, I think this takes place over a couple of weeks. Maybe. It felt like nothing was really happening except for the relationship development until maybe the 75 or 80% mark of the book. But I did really like the relationship development that we got because we got to see these two characters that are very obsessed with each other and a little bit codependent, and I did like it. It was fun. This got a 4 to 5 stars and I would still recommend this series because it's really, really fun. Next up we are on to the books that I'm currently reading as of filming this video. The first of which is On the Wings of War. This is book 5 in the Soulbound series and it's so good. I love it to pieces already. I'm maybe at the 60% mark of this book and it's fantastic and I love Jono and Patrick and their whole pack of misfits, and this was so much fun because we were country hopping in this one. We're going from England to France and maybe a couple other places. I haven't gotten that far yet, but so much fun. One series I would highly, highly recommend if you love urban fantasy and detective stories, but want something a little bit queer and a little bit spicy. This is what I go for. The other book that I'm currently reading as of filming this video is Violent Devotion. This is the first book in the Empire of Sin series. This is so good so far. I'm about 15% of the way in and I can't put this down. It's so good. So it's following a veterinarian and a mafia enforcer who happens to get shot and breaks into the veterinary clinic at night and basically forces the vet to sew him up, and from there, mafia guy starts stalking the veterinarian and just keeping an eye on him and wanting to keep him safe. It's very good so far, but I would definitely put trigger warnings on it, so check those before diving into this one because it is really, really dark. And then the last book I'm hoping to get done before the end of the month is Honeybee and the Balm Volume 1. This is following a former Yakuza member who is still kind of in that late night lifestyle, but he runs into a nighttime florist and they kind of hit it off and I'm here for it. So that is everything that I read in August. My favorite books, I think, have to go to On the Wings of War and probably Violent Devotion. Those two are like so good so far. Those, I think, are my favorites of the month. What did you guys read this month? Did you guys have a favorite? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!